G'day everybody, Eric here from northernerd.com. Basically asking the question, have you not played Pinball Arcade? This game is actually fairly old. It came out with for the PS3 way back in the day. Game I think it was free actually. The hub game, the Pinball Arcade hub game is free. And then you basically buy tables and different themes and yada 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 side of it. So that's the model they go for. The Pinball Arcade game as is free, and it comes with, I believe, 4 tables. You got a Ripley's Believe It or Not, Black Hole, Sahara Nights, or something along those lines, and one more. I can't remember for the life of me what it is. You can see that they release content as they go, previous seasons, and you can see the tables that exist here. And these are iconic pinball tables from Williams and Bally is it? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing. So it's worth mentioning that I'm not a pinball guy, right off the hop here. Okay, I'm not a pinball guy in any way, shape, or form. I don't know much about them. All I know is that there's one table in this game that is absolutely phenomenal, and we're gonna go to my table and let's actually see before we do that. Let's see what's come out in season 5. El Dorado, No Fear. I do actually remember the No Fear one from like way back in the day. I want to say even it was at Cambrian College's little area. Judge Dredd. I'm sure Travis would actually like that a lot. Fireball. Yeah, so you can see that they release tables and they're, from what I understand, they're iconic tables. I think there's like a Terminator one. Yeah, there's Terminator 2 right there, which I remember as well playing way back in the day in a hotel room somewhere during hockey tournaments and stuff like that. El Dorado again, but a different one. So like it's really neat that they're bringing these back in virtual form, I think. And I think if you are somewhat of a pinball, not necessarily a connoisseur, but let's say a pinball enthusiast, I enjoy I enjoy playing pinball. I like Addams Family. It's pretty sweet. I didn't know that it existed. Starship Troopers. And some people will tell you, well, this table sucks. Like, it's cool that it's Addams Family, but the table itself sucks. Like, there's going to be those type of pinball players, and there's going to be the other ones who buy into the hype of the licensing of those tables. And the reason I say that is, so we have, this is, Theater of Magic was the other one. Tales of Arabian Nights. This one's actually a really fun table to play, but the whole reason I'm doing this video is because of this. Star Trek The Next Generation pinball table from Williams. Don't know what any of that means. The sound effects are amazing. It's basically like, if it wasn't a pinball game, you can close your eyes and you'd think that you'd be like watching the TV show. It's really impressive how well this stuff really is. So I'm just gonna play real quick. I hopefully get a bunch of different sounds in there. I hope you can hear the sound well enough. I missed that.
The probe has discovered nothing, sir.
I can actually tell Data to shut up there if I really wanted to, and it gives me actually bonus monies. So we're going to select, actually, just because it's going to happen, listen to this.
Bonjour, mon capitaine.
Q, what are you doing here?
Let's play a little game.
If there isn't anything more iconic than Q's voice saying Bonjour, mon capitaine, I don't know what is. Like, as far as licensing this property and making it into a table, it's just so well done. I mean, this is not so much I'm talking about pinball games here. It's more about how well they licensed the property that is Star Trek The Next Generation. Kind of it. Like, again, back to like a lot of the comments that I make is I'm not actually good at games. It's pinball. I get it now as an adult. I get what pinball is about now. As a kid, I didn't. I just thought flip the flippers and make the ball stay up as long as you can, basically. But there's like that Q challenge, like I was supposed to do a few extra things and yada yada yada. Even just like so the sounds in this game are just brilliant. The music in the background playing is awesome. I'm gonna try and get Worf to like yell out the amount of bonus I get, because encouragement Worf is the best Worf, and he shows up very much in this game. I'm gonna launch another probe.
Launch of Class 1 probe.
Nah, I missed it. My timing's just a bit off on it. I haven't played this game in a long time. I just remember that
In the neutral zone.
Wow, this is terrible. I promise you, I just finished a match that of a billion score. So like, don't.
Good luck.
This is actually not working out very well at all. I ended up fighting the Borg. I ended up meeting up with some Ferengis, some Romulans, like yada yada. So like, this game progresses very much. Speaking of the Romulans, here we are.
We are conducting military exercises. Be wise to change course immediately.
I'm struggling mightily here. I think it's probably because I'm over talking over it. I'm trying to let you guys get the full effect of the sound here. This is gonna be a super short video. I really like this game. I feel like the like I say, it goes back to the, like, I don't have much to say about it other than like the licensing is just so well done. They use everything they have to in their power, and I'm sure many pinball games that license certain properties are the same thing. But because I'm such a Star Trek The Next Generation fanboy,
Losing at warp factor 2.
I mean, it just lends itself to me. There you go, 5 million. Encouragement Wharf! We got him! He's just so happy to yell out numbers.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Choose a mission, select the flippers. Alrighty, I know... No. Time Rift. You'll Riker a lot this one. I think.
Sensors are picking up a distortion in the space-time continuum. The kickback is ready.
There's data for you. There wouldn't be Star Trek without data.
We've all gone back in time.
Oh, damn. That sucked. No, okay, this wasn't Riker's one. I think Riker's one was, yeah, that was it. But you heard Diana there, you heard Data. Start a mission. Wormhole. This might be it, actually.
Hold on tight. Could get rough.
Like, I don't know if they've just sampled some stuff that already existed in the show, or if they actually made them record stuff for the game.
Steady she goes.
Like, I mean, because this stuff's pretty generic, so it's not, like, very contextual based. But I'm sure that they asked them to at least do some stuff.
Program ready.
Even just the computer, right? Like, it's pretty sweet. Like, the computer, you know, they've managed to do something with that, because saying stuff like that doesn't, I don't think, shows up in the game or in the show all that often.
Unknown captain. Sensors are picking up a Cardassian
Oh,
ship
the
in
Cardassians.
zone.
There you go, perfect shot.
Sir, the Cardassians are hailing us. On screen.
Leave this territory now or be destroyed.
Let's be diplomatic about it. Damage to the shield, sir.
So now they're like, in essence, they're basically fighting us right now. So I gotta do some stuff here to like, nice. So basically I gotta hit that neutral zone area. Something happened here. Okay, good.
Damage
Ah,
to
I
the
missed that
shield,
one.
sir.
That was dumb of me. Ah, I hit another one. That's a shame. Up we go. Get over. Ah. Oh. So I can tell Data to shut up at one point in the game. It's kind of funny. He'll tell you that you did something wrong, or like you missed it, and you can tell Picard like, "Thank you, Data," like very like sternly. I like that. That's funny. It adds an element to it, kind of idea. Because Data's so matter-of-factly done.
Cruising at warp factor 3.
Hey, we're on Warp Factor.
Readings indicate lockless lips.
Oh, I think we got a replay. Sweet. Don't know what any of that means, but we got a replay. So I notice how now I'm kind of settled in here a bit more, and I'm finding my groove, because that's, I feel like pinball is very much all about finding that groove, that timing, that method, so to speak, and yeah, and then just adding the layer that it is Star Trek. Just, I love this game. It's so fun. I don't think I would enjoy it as much if it wasn't Star Trek.
Extra ball.
And I did purchase this. Nice, extra ball.
Initiate.
Like, let's not kid ourselves here. Like, I bought this. This didn't come with the game. I bought this for, I think, $5 this table. But I think that's the price, the going price for most of them. But you can buy, like, the season pass for, like, I think $25. I'm sure they're discounted now of the older ones, but, yeah. I haven't bought any other tables, so I don't have any kind of opinion on it. Like I said, the Tales of Arabia one is actually super fun. The one that comes with the pack-in is excellent. Don't confuse this with the Zen Pinball one. That is a lot more 3D looking. It's a lot more, how do I say, it's much more involved. This one is just a harken back to old properties, old pinball tables that exist. Whereas the other one has like the new Star Wars, it has the Clone Wars licensing and that kind of stuff. Like and it has like 3D, 3D models like overlapped on top of the table and that kind of stuff. So don't confuse the two. This is like a love letter to the old pinball, like the actual old pinball days. Whereas then pinball is something different kind of idea.
Board the shuttle as quickly as possible.
We're trying. We can only board the shuttle so freaking fast, damn it. I missed that. That would have been nice.
The kickback is ready.
Hooray, we got the kickback again.
Sensors are picking
Nice.
up. Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Hey, another mission. So notice how like on the ship, on the USS Enterprise in the middle here, there's glowing things around. Those are all the missions available. So because I know that I didn't do Qs, because that was the first game I played and I failed miserably at it, we're going to do it now. So that's the benefit of being able to choose your missions and hitting that one spot.
That was too easy.
Even just Q's condescendingness shows up in this game, like I love it. We're going to take the 25 million just for the sake of this show. If I get one again, then maybe I'll, just because I'm in the middle of a Q challenge here, so we might as well keep going. No sense in doing that simulator yet. If I get another one of those, then maybe we can show it off, but I'm not too concerned with that. It's just a little mini game on the pinball screen kind of idea. So there's that. It's actually really hard. You use the bumpers to like move your ship back and forth, and it's well done, but it's hard. And it requires some previous knowledge that I don't think I'm actually ready to use yet. And we're just gonna do another select mission because I think that it's gonna get you the full effect of the sounds and the voice acting, if you want to call it that, I guess.
We could destroy the asteroids in our path, sir.
Make it so.
Make it so. So I might actually dub this Have You Not Played Pinball Arcade Star Trek The Next Generation table. Right now I just had Pinball Arcade, and I know I'm mentioning Tales of Arabia, but I think we're just going to do this this Next Generation one because it's so good. So good. Oh no, we just engaged the Borg at the same time. Sweet.
We'll never surrender.
Multi-ball Borg.
Commence firing.
Oh, I was way late on that. That was embarrassingly bad.
All hands, prepare for multi-ball.
Like, you can't tell me that Picard did not record that line. I'm pretty sure he doesn't say prepare for multi-ball sometime in the Next Generation on the TV show, you know what I mean? Like, he had to have recorded that, at the very least, which is awesome. The fact that they got people together and... Man, I'm really struggling here. I'm supposed to hit that center area there. I do that better from the left bumper, but I'm really struggling right now.
To the shield, sir.
Man, I'm really struggling. Nope, that was way late. Yeah, the Borg are gonna destroy me, I think.
To the shield, sir.
I don't know if they can actually be game over because the Borg decided to destroy me or not, but I like to think that there's stakes involved here. Mistakes.
The shields are at 50%.
I think that's more just nice. There you go. Finally got one.
Jackpot.
Yeah, you could get like quadruple jackpots, and again, encouragement Worf is the best Worf. He's so jacked that you get the jackpots. It's insane.
From all decks.
He gets so happy for you. Man, I'm really struggling to hit this center. Some games. Nope, that was weak.
5 million.
Isolating chips have been
There you go. So now I'm doing the asteroid thing. I'm doing the I think we're done with the Borg. I know the music's still playing, but oh man, I was not paying attention there. Alright, that was good. I'm at our commander rank, that's good. So we're gonna do another mission because I know there's one left. And I think there's like actually a bonus mission once you're done that mission. So, Search the Galaxy, this is what I think Riker tells you where to go.
Set coordinates for the Alpha Quadrant.
I mean, that was obviously pulled right from the show. I mean, I'm sure he says the Alpha Quadrant a million times.
Readings indicate lock is lit, sir.
Oh, come on, that should have been.
Work factor 2.
Nice.
Alpha Quadrant.
Oh,
Nicely done. Set coordinates for the Beta Quadrant.
I know the Theta Quadrant's up on the right there. I just, for whatever reason, I'm very much struggling at getting it. Come on. So obviously these things are all timed, right? Like, because that's what pinball is. It's all pushing you to...
Our ship is disabled.
So yeah, the Ferengi want the Duranium sphere, so I gotta give them to him like that. Oh, that was close. That was dumb.
10 million.
Ah. I keep wanting to hit. I don't know. I'm mightily struggling here to hit in that center. That's usually a forte of mine, actually. There you go.
Most gracious Captain.
Probably just a bit of lack of focus here. Trying to talk over it and everything like that. But even the Ferengi sound proper, you know what I mean? Like, it's like I said, this property is just, it's represented very well. And it just does a lot of things right. Like I say, I think it was $5. $5 for the table. Okay, we'll do the shuttle simulation.
Program initiated.
So might as well. So now everything happens in that top left screen. So I use the bumpers to shift right or left. And I didn't do that properly. So I'm supposed to shift right or left. And then in between of those, there are basically like traps as well as power bonuses. So you have to shift back and forth between the two, and it gets challenging very quickly. So apparently I have the last mission unlocked now.
The final frontier.
AKA the final frontier. I don't know what's happening right now. So this is something completely new to me. This is actually kind of really neat. What? I just used something. Okay, this is bananas.
Congratulations, Captain.
This is absolutely. I'm not even paying attention. Like, I'm just looking at my flippers right now because I just don't want to lose any balls. Ha! I have no idea what's happening right now, everybody. So feel free to just laugh at me as I just flip the flippers all over the map. Like, I don't even know what I'm aiming at. I haven't even looked upward. This is pretty cool, actually. Oh, nice, the kickback.
The kickback is ready.
That's something happened there. That's lights and stuff. That's good. Sorry if I'm being a bit quiet here, but this is just weird. This is just throwing me for a loop here right now. I don't think I've ever reached this part of the this Final Frontier level, so well, that was neat. And now it just restarts. Or is it like second tier levels now? I wonder what I'm missing now. Because notice how like this, they've changed color. I don't know what references that, like what does that truly mean? So notice how, okay, I just want to point out, like, I'm actually decent at this game. Obviously with the 3 million, like, relative to the first playthrough that I just played. Clearly that, I missed that. There you go, nice shot. I missed that too.
Sensors are picking up a Cardassian million.
And I think after I die here, I mean, I'm gonna keep going. I might as well. I mean, you might as well. I'm out with 3 more. Oh my god, okay. I'm trying not to get those anymore because, like, I'm trying to end this video, but,
Evacuate all personnel.
I'll just keep on playing, I guess, until I... Like, at this point, this is by far my new highest score, like, infinitely. So, I mean, I'm not concerned about losing anything here. Like, I could quit right now and I'd be totally content, but I mean, why not keep going? Because at some point, I'm sure I'm going to screw up hard, and maybe just a better way of talking about Star Trek Generation itself. Rank max, wow, I don't think I've ever reached that either. So, what about the Next Generation kind of grabbed me is, I was of the age, like, obviously the original Star Trek wasn't of my time, let's say. I was born in 84, so like 10 years old makes it to 94, you know what I mean? Like, I think we were watching it, I'm pretty sure we were watching it in syndication, like, and there was something me and my dad did every 4 o'clock on CBC, I want to say. For people of that era might be able to correct me on that, but I feel like it was every 4 o'clock on CBC. CBC would run that, like, Billy Joel, like, We Didn't Start the Fire commercial, all surrounding Star Trek, like, themes, which I always thought was pretty cool. But yeah, like, it was, there was always something about that show. Data was cool, Geordi was, like, awesome, like, not even knowing as a kid that he was the Reading Rainbow guy, you know what I mean? Like, Picard was just, I think a lot of There you go. Yeah, you can shake the table as well using the left stick. So like the true pinball players can get that effect as well. I don't ever use it because I don't understand it. Like I get it, but I just don't understand it. But like I think a lot of my demeanor comes from like watching Picard a lot. It's his like intellectualism, using his intellectualism and his intelligence, I should say, and his like I don't want to say charisma, but his eloquentness as a weapon, I always thought was really cool. Like, as I have very much trouble even using normal English language right now, I'm comparing myself to Picard, go figure. But I just feel like a lot of who I am comes from like watching Picard and watching him do what he did on that show, and like really appreciate like you don't have to be a Biff. You know, you don't have to be a bully, or like you can resolve things. You can be verbal in how you approach things, and intellectualism is not should never be looked at as a negative. Wanting to know more, because that was basically Picard's whole mission, right? It was all about like discovering more. It was all about the Prime Directive, right? It was like everything about it was just. It was all about discovering. It was all about more information. The more information you know, the better. And everything, like, yeah, sure, they got into fights, and when Picard became the Borg, it became a war, and yet, you know, like, they fought Riker fighting, being, in that crossover episode where they fight, where he becomes part of the Klingon crew, and a Klingon shows up on the Enterprise, and they kind of, like, it's almost like a work share. Like, those episodes were also cool, because I think that's what the show did very well. Was I'm going to do the simulation again just to show you a bit better, hopefully get through the first wave, but I think the show did well at balancing that whole like war versus like, and I just went into it thinking it was a power-up. That was smart of me, so I moved into that trap. The show did so well in balancing that whole like action, if you want to call it that, because really at the end of the day it wasn't so much, there wasn't that much action, but balancing the political process, the intellectual processes that go along with it, the negotiations, the all of that kind of stuff. I think it balanced it really well with it just mixed it all together really well. And if you've never played, and we're done here, good. So I'm gonna, sweet. I mean, that was to be expected, I suppose, but put Goss here. But yeah, the show did. If you've never watched it, and you want an episode, or 2 episodes actually, it's a 2-parter. It is, I can't remember the exact title, but it is to the extent of like The Measure of a Man, I think is what it is. And the whole thing is that it's a galactical, it's at the Federation level. The discussion of, I'm just gonna leave that up on the screen because that's amazing. It's the talk of, is Data a human being, and what rights does he have as a human being, despite the fact that he's an android, that he's not a human being, yet he learns, he's been proven to have the capability of not emotion but understanding emotion. And like Picard is basically his lawyer it's basically like a human rights tribunal case. It's like a Law and Order episode where there is no cops. It's just the law, like the courtroom part. But it goes into so many like deep theories about what life is and what does it mean and who deserves the rights. And keep in mind that this was made in that episode was probably made in like the early 90s, late 80s. So you got to take that into consideration, and the fact that it's so forward thinking. But yeah, if you've never watched Star Trek: The Next Generation and need an episode, because don't get me wrong, the show is cheesy. The effects are cheesy. Everything about it is cheesy, but the dialogue is good. The themes are good, and that episode, or that 2-parter episode of The Measure of a Man about Data is one of the best written TV episodes I think I've ever watched. And I've rewatched it as an adult, and it still like hits hard. So if you've never watched an episode, or you're like, okay, Star Trek, sci-fi, yada yada, Captain Kirk, but or Deep Space Nine and whatever else you want to imagine it. I think Star Trek: The Next Generation is on Netflix, and if you have it, then watch it. Watch that episode. I want to say it's in season 2 or 3. Could be in season 1 for all I know, but it's early on. It's early on enough. I think it's called Measure of a Man. Watch it. It truly enlightens that intellectualism. And anyways, so we're done here. Thanks for watching, guys. I just rocked a high score while doing it on video, so that's pretty freaking sweet. While showing you the awesomeness that was this game. So everything kind of worked out really well in this scenario. So thanks a lot, guys. This has been Have You Not Played Pinball Arcade brackets colon or semicolon, whatever you want to call it, Star Trek The Next Generation table. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.